Okay, let's move on to the next step, which is configuring Quartus to run a functional simulation. So for right now, minimize the simulation waveform editor screen. So just minimize that. Go back to the Quartus Prime Lite edition. It says go to Tools. Excuse me for the throat clearing here. Go to Tools, go down to Options, right? Okay. And then it says go to EDA Tools, click on that. Now what we're going to be doing is linking up the model sim. So it says press the browser icon and go to the following directory. So go down here to where it says EDA Tool Options, go down to where it says Model Sim right there. Right, go all the way to the right and click on that directory search and click on that. Okay, it says afterwards, choose selector folder, which is what we just did, to complete this directory selection and press OK in the options window to complete step 3. So we're going to be looking for Intel FPGA 20.1 is the name of the folder. Then it goes into model sim underscore ASC. So let's go ahead and do this. We are looking for, oh, I was already there. Sorry. Local disk, Intel FPGA, double click on that, 20.1. We are going to go to Model Sim ASE. Okay, and now that we are here, we're going to click the Win32 ALOEM, which is all the way down at the bottom, Win32 ALOEM. Click on that, hit select folder, and you should see this directory now listed under Model Sim. And that's it. You only have to do this once on the computer you're working on. After this, everything will be set up for future projects. If you start this on a new computer or if you're doing this on a new thumb drive, you're going to have to go back through all this setup. All right, so let's go ahead and move to the simulation waveform editor. First, I said OK. Okay. Now let's go to the simulation waveform editor right here. Okay. Then it says choose simulation settings. So let's go to simulation settings. All right. And it says a simulation options window will appear as follows under Verilog. So, right, we got the HTML language right now set to Verilog. This is a simulation options window. It says caution, improperly modifying these settings can cause the simulation to fail. So don't change anything here unless you're instructed to do so. So right now we have everything here under Verilog. It says look for and delete the following under the Verilog tab. -NOVOPT. Right, so we're looking for, right under the Verilog, we're looking for this guy right there, the -NOVOPT. Oops. And let's go ahead and it says to delete. Okay. Once we've done that, it says next, go to set the VHDL as HDL language. So we're going to go ahead and set the HDL language to VHDL. And it says notice that the Novopt is also here. It says afterwards locate and delete this as well. The -NOVPT right there. All right, once these edits have been made, press save within the simulation options. So go ahead and hit save. It says do not go back to the Verilog or VHDL window as -NOVOPT will appear as a default setting and you will need to delete it again. Save the VWF using the default name waveform. So let's go ahead and save. Default name waveform. Wow. I am also going to save it as waveform then. I don't know why. Not sure if they meant for this to happen, but I'm going to save it as waveform because that's what the instructions say to do. Okay, so we'll have two files here, VWF files, a lab1 file and one called waveform. We can delete what we need later. We don't need it. All right. And that concludes this part 6 of the instructions, which was configuring Quartus to run a functional simulation. And I will see you on the next part, which is to execute a functional simulation.